Ever wonder why the sharpest minds sometimes seem burdened by invisible weights? Picture a brain firing on all cylinders, an engine of breakthrough ideas, yet occasionally stalling under the pressure of endless questions. Today, we're diving into the paradox of high intelligence, where brilliant insight can sometimes come with a hidden cost. Imagine waking up every day with a mind that never stops, dissecting every moment, analyzing every detail, and questioning everything in sight. This relentless curiosity has sparked revolutionary discoveries, but it can also cast dark shadows over the simple joys of life. As the saying goes, the more you know, the more you feel, and that truth resonates deeply with those who think at lightning speed. Could our greatest strength, our intelligence, ever feel like a secret curse? Think back to times when your keen insight brought both awe and unexpected pain. Join me on this journey as we unravel the intricate dance between genius and vulnerability, and explore how understanding this paradox might just lead to a more balanced, inspiring life. Why do some of the most intelligent people struggle with profound sadness? Intelligence is often celebrated as a gift, a tool that fuels creativity and drives innovation, but it can also come with an emotional price tag. When your mind operates at a higher frequency, it catches every nuance and imperfection that others might overlook, creating a bittersweet lens through which life is experienced. Imagine the journey of a gifted artist, whose work garners widespread acclaim. Despite the accolades, this artist feels overwhelmed by the world's imperfections. Every flaw, every injustice, weighs on their spirit, turning moments of celebration into bittersweet reflections on what might have been improved. This is the essence of the bright mind paradox, brilliance that breeds both creative genius and inner turmoil. This complex experience is further deepened by an incessant inner dialogue. Picture having a mental commentary that never takes a break, an unceasing analysis of every event, decision, and emotion. While this internal monologue can lead to innovative problem solving, it can also trap you in cycles of doubt and self-criticism. Research suggests that such overanalysis, or rumination, is linked with heightened stress and depressive symptoms, turning a valuable asset into a heavy burden. Moreover, the very traits that drive innovative thinking can isolate you from others. When you perceive the world with such clarity, everyday experiences may feel shallow, leaving you longing for deeper connection. Relationships might suffer because peers may not share your unique perspective, making you feel misunderstood despite, or perhaps because of, your intellectual gifts. In embracing the bright mind paradox, it's essential to recognize that intelligence is a double-edged sword. It grants you the power to see life in vivid detail, but it also exposes you to its harsher realities. By acknowledging both the brilliance and the burden, we can begin to explore ways to harness our strengths without succumbing to perpetual melancholy. How can we celebrate our intellectual gifts while finding peace amidst the storm of relentless thought? Have you ever felt trapped in a labyrinth of your own thoughts, where even the simplest decision turns into an exhausting mental battle? For highly analytical minds, overthinking isn't a brief episode, it's a relentless, spiraling cycle that can drain your energy and steal your joy. Picture trying to choose what to eat for lunch, only to find yourself caught in an endless stream of possibilities and consequences. What might seem like a simple decision becomes an elaborate analysis of every potential outcome, weighing pros and cons until you're overwhelmed. This constant internal debate is like running a never-ending marathon on a winding track, where each thought adds another grueling step. The more you overanalyze, the deeper you sink into a state of fatigue and self-doubt. Instead of enjoying spontaneous moments, you're stuck in a loop of what-ifs and if-onlys, where every decision is scrutinized and nothing feels simple. Research even suggests that such persistent rumination is linked to higher stress levels and depressive symptoms, turning what could be a powerful tool for insight into a heavy burden. To break free from this exhausting cycle, it's essential to introduce practices that help reset your mental state. Consider incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, short meditation sessions, deep breathing exercises, or even a quiet moment with nature can serve as effective reset buttons for your mind. Additionally, establishing clear boundaries, such as designated periods away from digital distractions or setting specific times to reflect, can interrupt the cycle of overthinking. These strategies not only help to clear mental clutter but also empower you to reclaim your focus and energy. By recognizing the triggers that spark overthinking and actively working to create moments of calm, you can transform a habit that once drained you into a tool for enhanced self-awareness. Ultimately, it's about finding the balance between thoughtful reflection and allowing yourself the space to simply be. What small step could you take today to give your mind a much-needed break and restore its natural rhythm? Have you ever wondered if feeling emotions so deeply could sometimes be both a blessing and a curse? For many with a sharp intellect, every emotion is experienced at an amplified level, painting life with vibrant hues while also exposing raw vulnerabilities. This profound sensitivity allows you to appreciate beauty and empathy in ways that others might miss, but it can also intensify every hardship. This heightened emotional awareness means that even small setbacks can trigger powerful responses. When you experience life with such intensity, moments of joy are more profound, yet moments of pain can be equally overwhelming. This duality can leave you caught in a continuous swing between elation and despair, making it challenging to maintain a balanced emotional state. At times, this depth of feeling fosters incredible creativity and connection. It enables you to understand complex human experiences and articulate them in unique, moving ways. However, this same intensity can lead to an internal struggle where every emotion feels magnified, potentially resulting in feelings of being inundated by life's ups and downs. Navigating this rich emotional landscape requires learning how to process and manage feelings constructively. By recognizing that your sensitivity is both a strength and a challenge, you can adopt strategies, such as mindfulness or creative outlets, that help you channel these emotions productively. Embracing this balance is key to transforming vulnerability into resilience. Ultimately, understanding your emotional depth can be a pathway to self-awareness and growth. How can you harness this sensitivity to fuel your creativity while also protecting your well-being? Reflecting on this question might be the first step in turning an intense emotional life into a source of enduring strength. Have you ever felt like you're on a different wavelength from everyone else? Many gifted minds experience a unique kind of isolation, not by choice, but because their way of thinking sets them apart. This disconnect often leaves a lingering sense of loneliness even when surrounded by others. When your interests and perceptions stray from the mainstream, finding people who truly understand you can be a challenge. Casual interactions might seem superficial, and even deep conversations may not fully bridge the gap between your inner world and that of others. This mismatch often sparks a feeling of being perennially out of sync with those around you. Moreover, high expectations can deepen this isolation. When you set lofty standards for both yourself and your relationships, ordinary social exchanges may feel unsatisfying or even disappointing. This constant striving for meaningful connection can lead to frustration, as the reality of everyday interactions often falls short of your inner ideals. Over time, the gap between what you long for and what you experience can widen, intensifying feelings of disconnection. It's a poignant reminder that brilliance, while a source of innovation and insight, can also isolate. Recognizing this challenge is the first step toward finding ways to nurture genuine connections that honor your unique perspective. How can you bridge this divide? Reflect on ways to seek out communities or relationships where depth is valued over mere small talk. By identifying environments that celebrate diverse viewpoints, you may find the understanding and companionship that help ease the burden of isolation. How do deep thoughts and heightened emotions shape your connections with loved ones? For those with keen intellect, the way they process the world can create both enriching conversations and unexpected distances. This unique lens often means that ordinary interactions may feel insufficient, leaving you craving deeper engagement that resonates with your inner experiences. In relationships, the desire for profound understanding can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. When your conversations are filled with intricate ideas and reflective insights, it's not uncommon for friends or family to feel overwhelmed or disconnected. These differences in communication styles can create an unintentional gap, where the desire for meaningful dialogue isn't always met by everyday exchanges. At the same time, the intensity of your thoughts can foster strong empathy and connection when shared with the right people. Discovering someone who not only listens but truly understands your inner world can be transformative. Such connections provide a safe haven, where your intellectual depth is celebrated rather than misunderstood, offering both support and inspiration. Ultimately, navigating personal relationships as a deep thinker involves finding balance. How can you share your rich inner life while embracing the simplicity of everyday moments? Reflect on ways to cultivate relationships where both depth and lightheartedness coexist, allowing you to feel understood and connected without losing the brilliance of your perspective. Imagine the comfort of knowing you're not alone in your struggles. When hearing another's story, you begin to see your own reflections in their experiences. Consider the journey of a gifted individual who, despite academic and professional success, faced profound loneliness and self-doubt. Their story, marked by moments of vulnerability and eventual triumph, reminds us that even the most accomplished minds can be burdened by the weight of overanalysis and isolation. One account tells of an entrepreneur whose relentless drive for perfection led to sleepless nights and a constant state of anxiety. Yet, through therapy and a supportive community, this individual learned to channel their acute awareness into creative problem-solving, transforming what was once a source of stress into a wellspring of innovation. Their journey underscores that personal growth often arises from the very challenges that seem insurmountable. Experts in psychology and mental health have observed similar patterns in many highly analytical individuals. Research indicates that a mind continuously engaged in self-reflection can become trapped in cycles of rumination, increasing vulnerability to stress and depression. Psychologists advocate for a balanced approach, one that nurtures critical thinking while also encouraging self-compassion and practical coping strategies. Educators and mentors have also contributed valuable insights, noting that gifted students often struggle to find peers who understand their unique perspective. They stress the importance of creating environments where emotional intelligence is as celebrated as academic prowess. Such insights help us understand that the struggle isn't a personal failing, but rather a call for more supportive spaces that honor both intellectual and emotional growth. Online communities and social media platforms have become modern-day safe havens where people share their raw, unfiltered experiences. Hearing diverse voices, each recounting personal battles with overthinking, isolation, and the pressure to excel, has helped dismantle the stigma surrounding mental health. These collective stories foster a sense of belonging and remind us that our struggles can lead to collective strength. By blending personal narratives with expert perspectives, we gain a multifaceted view of the challenges faced by brilliant minds. These stories not only validate our own experiences but also illuminate pathways to resilience and recovery. Reflect on these insights. What lessons from these shared experiences might inspire you to view your own journey through a lens of hope and empowerment? How can you turn a whirlwind of thoughts into a clear, focused mindset? The journey to balance starts with simple yet powerful practices that help you reclaim control over your mental space. Consider dedicating just a few minutes each day to mindfulness, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or a quiet walk. These practices serve as a reset button, helping to quiet overactive thoughts and restore a sense of calm. What if a change in your daily routine could reduce mental clutter? Setting clear boundaries between work, reflection, and leisure is crucial. For instance, establish designated tech-free times or schedule brief breaks during intense periods of concentration. These small adjustments not only prevent burnout but also create a structure that supports both your creative insights and emotional well-being. Have you ever thought about the benefits of seeking professional guidance? Speaking with a therapist or counselor can provide a safe space to explore your thoughts and feelings. Professional support not only offers tailored strategies to manage overthinking and emotional overload but also affirms that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. How can building connections contribute to balance? Engaging with communities, whether in-person groups or online forums, can bridge the gap between intellectual isolation and meaningful social support. Sharing your experiences with others who understand your unique challenges can validate your feelings and inspire new coping strategies. In these interactions, the exchange of ideas becomes a source of comfort and growth. What small step can you take today to move toward a balanced life? Experiment with one of these strategies and observe how it affects your mood and clarity. Remember, finding balance is a personal journey, and even incremental changes can lead to lasting improvements. Embrace the process, and let your journey towards inner equilibrium empower you to harness your brilliance with renewed energy and purpose. As we wrap up our exploration into the emotional challenges of high intelligence, consider this: every brilliant mind carries both light and shadow. We've delved into how relentless overthinking, deep emotional sensitivity, and the burden of unmet expectations can shape our experiences. Yet, recognizing these challenges also paves the way for growth. Reflect on the journey we've taken together, from the paradox of insight to practical strategies for balance, and ask yourself, what small step could you take today to transform your struggles into strength? Now, it's time to take action. I invite you to share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Your story matters. If this discussion resonated with you, subscribe for more deep dives into the human mind and share this video with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration in knowing they're not alone. Let's build a community where every brilliant mind is supported and empowered. Have you ever felt crushed under the weight of others' expectations? For many gifted individuals, societal and cultural pressures add a relentless layer of complexity to emotional challenges. From academic and career achievements to personal milestones, the standards set by family, peers, and media often dictate what success should look like, leaving little room for human imperfection. This constant comparison can make every achievement seem insufficient, fueling a cycle of self-criticism and doubt. Cultural norms that glorify perfection and progress over genuine well-being further intensify this pressure. Imagine growing up in an environment where every mistake is magnified, where vulnerability is seen as weakness rather than strength. These expectations push you to overachieve, often at the expense of your emotional health. Reflect on those moments when you felt compelled to conform or outperform. How many times have you questioned your worth because you didn't meet an ideal? Recognizing these imposed standards is crucial. It's the first step in reclaiming your own definition of success. Moreover, these societal benchmarks not only amplify internal struggles but also create a sense of isolation. When the culture around you values flawless achievement, the natural human experience of making mistakes becomes stigmatized. This pressure can lead to feelings of inadequacy and loneliness, as you begin to believe that any deviation from the norm is a personal failure. Challenging these norms and advocating for a more compassionate, realistic understanding of success is essential for fostering emotional well-being and true resilience. Imagine a future where the unique challenges of gifted minds are met not with judgment, but with compassion and tangible support. Picture environments, schools, workplaces, and communities that don't just tolerate, but actively celebrate deep thought and emotional honesty. In this vision, tailored mental health strategies and robust support networks transform struggles into stepping stones for growth. Innovative programs are already emerging, specialized mentorship initiatives that pair gifted individuals with empathetic leaders, peer support groups designed to share the highs and lows of a reflective life, and therapy models that blend cognitive techniques with mindfulness. These initiatives not only validate the emotional experiences of brilliant minds but also empower them to harness their insights in positive ways. Imagine joining a community where every story of vulnerability sparks a collective strength, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to learn and grow. How can you help make this vision a reality? Start by advocating for spaces where emotional well-being is prioritized alongside intellectual achievement. Share your experiences, support initiatives that promote mental health, and encourage institutions to embrace holistic approaches to success. By taking even small steps today, you contribute to a future where every brilliant mind is not only understood but uplifted. Together, we can create a more inclusive, supportive society where transformation and resilience are within everyone's reach.